My name's Shayla. I've been coming to the Well for 7 years. I came starting when I came for school here. And then when I was choosing churches, I really appreciated how much gospel preaching and just direct from text came out from the Well. I started serving and joined an MC at that point, which really helped me connect with people. Took me a little bit, but once I got in that MC, I really appreciated the people and having that community. I guess I've been in day groups for 6 years now, and I've led some for like 3 years or 4 years. I really appreciate the size of them and that you have that ability to connect with a lot of people. I think I enjoy day group leading because it's to some degree easy, but at the same time it's hard because you're trying to ask the right questions to lead people in the right way. And it's a cool mix of you combine how people think and what they know about the gospel with what they should learn and what they need to do. So it's a cool, it's kind of just more, I feel like, guiding people in that and guiding people in knowing more about the gospel, which is always a good thing. I started doing slides probably 6 months in to join the Well or so. I was a little shy and didn't want to talk to people, and it was a way to force me to go stay here and talk to people, which did happen, which was good. But I've really enjoyed that I can be a component of worship, and it's not a big one, but it's a part to say this is when you should sing and this is how you should sing, and I enjoy being the behind the scenes part of that. Coming to the Well, this has been the first time that I've chosen a church, and it's been my choice to come and be here and be a member. And God's really worked through my love for the church in that way. Being in college, it's you're moving around a lot, you're gone during summers, but every time I'd come back, I'd be like, this is my church, I chose it, and I'm so excited to be here. And actually having that emotion to go with my choice has been really cool to see God work in that. I think the first time I maybe felt that was very early when I joined. There was a baptism, and I was standing there, and I hardly knew anyone, but I was like, this is cool. And it was cool to stand there and be part of the church in that moment. When I'd first been told about By Any Means, I was excited. The church has been trying to get a building, and I was really excited to have a dedicated purpose for that, and a purpose combined with all these other things that Matt and Chase have really laid out well for how we want to be as a church in terms of how we connect with each other and how we interact. And so I appreciated that we had lots of time to think about it. It takes me a little bit to get my head around things and contemplate it. And so to some degree, I was kind of unsure when I made my commitment, which not in terms of the church, but in terms of how I felt about giving, because it really had brought out this question mark of, am I just giving because I've been told to, or I've always done it, or any of that, but rather doing it joyfully. I really appreciated in the little booklet, the little where you are in terms of giving, because it really structured I'm over here and I would love to be over here, and how I feel about giving. And I think recently I've been glad to see a little bit of God working in that, and working and bringing me more joy in my giving, and seeing how this is impacting the church in cool ways. We have the ability to have a building now, and have that opportunity, which is really exciting, and I'm excited to see that happening. I think mostly it's been sometimes difficult in remembering well, because I'll see it hey, I'll come out of my bank account and I'll be like, cool, there it goes, and without a lot of thought behind it. And since it's an automatic gift, it's I will not think about it all, not pray about what I'm doing, and not make it really purposeful. And so I feel trying to be intentional. I have a reminder on my calendar saying this is when I'm giving, and allowing me to at least have a little more thought into what I'm doing there. I would encourage people to give more out of the joy that God has given them. And I think I had to take a second and be do I have that there? Or can I grow in that? But taking a commitment and doing it has increased that joy too. I was really excited to hear that we were on contract for a building, and when we were asked to potentially give more or anything like that. I was thinking through how I could do that, and my conclusion was maybe I can't give more, or haven't thought through giving more, but I can give earlier. It was actually pretty cool. My landlord had asked for a 2-year lease, and I was like, I don't know why, and I was like, sure, I'll take it. But it gave me, I was like, I know I'm gonna be in Boulder. I know how like my big expenses are in the next 2 years, and so it gave me a cool opportunity to give a lot earlier. I have always loved that the Well plants churches, and that's always been something that I've really appreciated about the Well, and that like it's not easy and it takes effort, and the fact that the Well is like, we're gonna do this. And I think that vision of having enough churches in Boulder and having enough to support how many people are here is just really cool, because I don't picture stuff that big, and having that presented was a cool part of by any means.